Now I request our chief guest, Sri M.V. Rajshekhar sir, to come onto the dais and occupy this seat. Mr. Soundarraj, President BLEU, to come onto the dais. I request Srimati Lakshmi Pavani to come onto the dais for the invocation song.
पिबरे रामरसं पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं पिबरे रामरसं धूरीकृत पातकसंसर्गं पूरितनानाविधफलवर्गं धूरीकृतपातकसंसर्गं पूरितनानाविधफलवर्गं पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं पिबरे रामरसं जनन मरण भय शोकविदूरं सकल शास्त्र सुगमागमसारं जनन मरण भय शोकविदूरं सकल शास्त्र सुगमागमसारं पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं पिबरे रामरसं शुद्ध परमहंस आश्रमगीतं शुकशौनक कौशिकमुखपीठं शुद्ध परमहंस आश्रमगीतं शुकशौनक कौशिकमुखं रसने पिबरे रामरसं पिबरे रामरसं 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 Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmi Pavani Madam. On behalf of Bel Hyderabad, I feel privileged to stand here in welcoming our chief guest, Sri M.V. Rajshekhar sir, Director R&D, who has accepted our invitation despite his busy schedule, all the programming coming into the last week. We are honored to have you at Hyderabad unit, along with Madam Jyoti. I request Mr. K.V.V. Sharma to hand over a bouquet to the guest of honor today, Shri Rajshekhar sir. Shri M.V. Rajshekhar sir joined Bharat Electronics at Ghaziabad unit on 1st February 1985 and got elevated as Director R&D on 1st September 2020. As all of us know, Sir is quite approachable and ready to answer any of our queries during our technological issues during the implementation of projects or design phases. And he stands as a testimony for the vital contribution of delivery of 30,000 ventilators as OSD at Bell's corporate office prior to his elevation as Director R&D. So he was the brainchild. He was the brainchild to freeze the designs of this ventilator, manage the supply chain, find alternates to the components not available, develop in-house solutions, and driven the industry virtually, which has taken a prestige for Bharat Electronics Hyderabad, Bharat Electronics as such, for delivery of the 30,000 ventilators in a record time of 5 months. So he was instrumental in freezing the designs, ensuring the supply chain, driving the industry partners, and making Bharat Electronics to keep the commitment given to the Government of India. Sir has an illustrious career of about 37 years in Bharat Electronics from 1985 onwards till he gets superannuated on 31st August of this month. If we broadly see, his career can be seen in 4 phases of the time zone. His first phase at Ghaziabad unit, where he has contributed to communication systems and radar systems. That's from 1985 to 2000. 2000, he took a transfer to Bel, Hyderabad, and he has a brief stint at Hyderabad as second phase, wherein he has contributed to the EW systems as such. And his most vital phase in Bharat Electronics spans over 16 years, from 2004 to 2020, where he has gone to Machilipatnam unit, and he has given a new dimension to the product profile of Machilipatnam unit, wherein he has started the R&D division with a handful of electronic engineers and has developed very niche technologies in optics at that time for thermal imagers in collaboration with the technologies available, not in India, abroad. Subsequently, he has the distinction of getting them indigenized with Bel-Director-R&D-Farewell. So I feel that his phase 3 is quite vital for him, wherein he has contributed immensely for the growth of Bel Machilipatnam. And Machilipatnam is one of the other units who has touched 1,000 crores of turnover prior to our Bel Hyderabad. So Sir has the distinction of driving the R&D unit there. And phase 4, as Director R&D, he has developed or introduced the latest technologies, formed special groups at CRL, and almost all the technologies which are vital for the growth of Bharat Electronics, he has touched upon and seen that we have a presence in all the niche technologies, name it as artificial intelligence, robotics, drones, cyber security, cloud, data analytics, tactical communications, radar, signal and data processing, EOADL, smart computing devices, embedded systems, networking devices, systems, advanced signal processing, EW and acoustics, during his stint as Director R&D. Prior to taking the position of Director R&D, he was heading CRL, wherein he was guiding 260, the crew of Bharat Electronics, central research laboratories. And he was instrumental in forming the various groups to address all these niche technologies. For his vital contribution to Bharat Electronics as such in the field of R&D leadership, he was awarded Golden Star for his excellence and leadership in innovation in the year 2020. With this brief, I request Shri Nikul Kumar Jain, in charge General Manager, for a formal introduction of our chief guest of the day.
Good morning to all of you. Still 3 minutes are there for noon. Chief guest of the function, Sri M.B. Rajshekar sir, Director R&D Bell, Madam Jyoti Rajshekar, General Manager Bell Hyderabad, Mr. K. Srinivas, Mr. Saundaraj, Union President, Mr. Ramesh, Vice President of Officers Association, my senior colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege for me to introduce the guest of honor today. To start with, humility, simplicity, modesty, and intellect. These are the epitome of Mr. M.V. Rajshekar, our Director R&D. He has ocean of knowledge, and when it comes to electro-optics and lasers, nobody can beat him. He is always inquisitive for exploring new technologies. His insights span across the technology spectrum and are as deep as ocean. He being a towering figure in radar and signal processing, Shri Rajshekar sir has the keenness of a student for learning for modern frontiers of defense electronics, radar and signal processing. He has keenness to learn the modern frontiers of defense electronics such as artificial intelligence and robotics. Above all, Shri Rajshekar ji is a very fine human being who has set high standards in all spheres of work and life. Mr. Rajshekar has joined Bel Ghaziabad unit on 1st February 1985 as a professional engineer. After completing B.Tech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati. In a career spanning over the last 37 years, he has worked in various capacities and gained rich experience in diverse technology of Bell. In the initial days at Ghaziabad, he was involved in testing of communication products such as static and digital mobile topo, scatter communication and SATCOM networks, radar displays, and command and control system. In the year 2000, he moved to Hyderabad unit and worked on the testing of commissioning of various electronic warfare systems, Sanket and all. And in 2004, he was elevated and he got transferred to Bel Machilipatnam as DGM. During his stay at Machilipatnam from 2004 to 2016, he has got 2 promotions, senior DGM and AGM, and parallelly he has seen the rise of Machilipatnam coming and meeting, joining 1,000 crore club unit of Bell. And during his stay at Machilipatnam, design and development of night vision devices, which has been supplied in large quantities to Ministry of Home Affairs and the Indian Army, has established the design group of EC embedding IR optics with the same, initiated signal processing development at CRL Bangalore, and he was, as brought out, he was instrumental in indigenous development of state-of-the-art thermal image-based sites and systems in association with IIT and DRDO. In May 2016, he was promoted as Chief Technology Officer, Electro-Optics and Lasers. As CTO, he initiated many new projects in electro-optics and lasers at Bell's Product Development and Innovation Center, complementing the efforts of the unit G&D and CRL Bangalore. He was a guiding force for the scientists of CRL Bangalore and PDIC for the development of fiber laser technology in strategic alliance with the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and Central Glass and Ceramic Research Institute, CGCRI. In June 2019, he moved to Seattle as chief scientist and led a team of around 275 scientists on diverse technologies like artificial intelligence, robotics, drones, cybersecurity, cloud and data analytics, tactical communication, radar signal and data processing, electro-optics and laser, smart computing devices, embedded systems, networking devices, and so on and so forth. Advanced signal processing for EW and acoustics before his elevation as Director R&D. He took charge as Director R&D on 1st of September 2020. He was instrumental as brought out for the design of alternate ventilators, and also he facilitated, guided the teams for developing a critical components like valves, displays, and power supply units, so that 30,000 units could be productionized and delivered in time to the customer during the COVID emergency in 2020. It was a record under his guidance and our CMD's guidance, that time Mr. Gautama, we could successfully deliver 30,000 machines in 5 months' time. His contribution resulted in enhancing the smart city business and also perimeter security service business. EW software division has started in 2019. We had a software GM, Madam Durga, but he has ensured that it becomes a profit center during his R&D. He gave impetus. He is always craving for new technology. There was a big potential for photonic-based EW. For that, he has promoted, and we are already, Bel-Hyderabad is piloting the EW for photonic systems. Despite, one more thing I would like to bring out is his dynamic decision and forging partnership for DRDO and timely action could culminate into order for all the 3 services for the anti-drone systems, D4, under emergency procurement. I am sure if he was not there, this order would have not come to us. Despite the achievements and laurels to his credits, he is down to earth, extremely humble and accommodative. Dear sir, your presence among us today is our privilege, and we are highly indebted to you for all you have done to steer Bel on course to greater heights. Your services to this great organization will be remembered for long. You will remain a source of motivation to our workforce. In honoring you this day, we express our gratitude for the services you have rendered and leadership on behalf of the entire technology development community of Bel. Thank you, and I take this opportunity to wish sir a happy, healthy and active post-retirement life. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikhil Kumar Jain, sir, for presenting a complete picture of the services rendered by our chief guest, Director R&D, Shri M. V. Rajshekhar, sir, at various capacities during his close to 4 decades of service to Bharat Electronics. Now, we have the felicitation by our General Manager, Shri Srinivas sir, and in charge General Manager, Nikhil. May I request the chief guest to come. Now I request Mr. Soundarraj to felicitate our chief guest. I request Mr. Ramesh to provide felicitation to our sir on behalf of Officers Association. I request Mr. Soundarraj to share his experiences with our Director R&D.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. నమస్కారం రాజశేఖర్ గారు. ఈరోజు మనం మన రాజశేఖర్ గారికి పదవి విరమణ సందర్భంగా మన యొక్క వేడుకల సభ అనేది మనం ఏర్పాటు చేసుకున్నాం. గౌరవనీయ ముఖ్య అతిథి శ్రీ రాజశేఖర్ గారు, వారి సతీమణి జ్యోతి రాజశేఖర్ మేడం, మన జనరల్ మేనేజర్ శ్రీనివాస్ గారు, ఇన్ఛార్జ్ జనరల్ మేనేజర్ నిఖిల్ జైన్ గారు, ఓయో ఉపాధ్యక్షులు రమేష్ గారు, సీనియర్ ఆఫీసర్స్ అండ్ మై డియర్ కలీగ్స్. ఈ ఆగస్ట్ మంత్ అనేది దిగ్గజాలందరూ రిటైర్ అయిపోతున్నారు. మన రీసెంట్గానే మనం సిఎండి గారికి ఫేర్వెల్ ఇవ్వడం, మళ్ళీ ఈరోజు మన రాజశేఖర్ గారికి, త్వరలోనే మా రమణమూర్తి గారు కూడా, వారికి కూడా అంత దిగ్గజాలందరూ వెళ్ళిపోతున్నారు. వాక్యూమ్ అనేది క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది. ఏదైనప్పటికీ వారు వేసిన బాటల్లో మనం అందరం కూడా నడవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది ఈ కంపెనీని ఇంకా ఫర్దర్ తీసుకెళ్లాలంటే. రాజశేఖర్ గారు దాదాపు 37 years కంప్లీట్ చేసుకొని ఈ నెలాఖరులో పదవి విరమణ చేస్తారు సూపర్వైజేషన్ సందర్భంగా. అయితే ఇనిషియల్లో 15 సంవత్సరాలు గాజియాబాద్లో ఆయన ఒక కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేసిన తర్వాత వివిధ రంగాల రడార్స్ కానివ్వండి, కమ్యూనికేషన్ సిస్టమ్స్లో అక్కడ వారు పనిచేసిన తర్వాత మన హైదరాబాద్కి రావడం అనేది జరిగింది 2000 సంవత్సరంలో. రియల్గా మేము అదృష్టంగా భావిస్తున్నాం. ఎందుకంటే ఈ హైదరాబాద్ ఒక పుణ్యభూమి. ఇక్కడ వచ్చిన వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా డైరెక్టర్స్ అవుతున్నారు, సిఎండీస్ అవుతున్నారు. ఒక డైరెక్టర్ ఫైనాన్స్ తప్ప అన్ని పోస్టులు వరించింది. రియల్గా మన గొప్పతనం, మన యూనిట్ గొప్పతనం. అది రియల్గా ఫర్దర్గా ఇంకా గ్రో అవ్వాలని చెప్పి నేను కోరుకుంటున్నాను మనస్ఫూర్తిగా. అయితే రాజశేఖర్ గారు 4 years మన దగ్గర వర్క్ చేశారు. బ్రీఫ్ పీరియడ్ అయినప్పటికీ ఆ రోజుల్లో మనకు అజంతా సిస్టమ్స్లో వర్క్ చేయడం. ఎందుకంటే మన హైదరాబాద్ ఈ రోజు ఇలా ఉందంటే మన బ్రెడ్ విన్నర్ అజంతా సిస్టమే. తర్వాత సిస్టమ్స్ అన్ని ఫాలో అయినాయి. ఈడబ్ల్యూలో సార్ యొక్క కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ జరిగింది. రియల్గా కార్పొరేట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ సార్ యొక్క ప్రతిభను గుర్తించేశారు ఆ రోజుల్లోనే. బందర్ యూనిట్కి లాక్కెళ్ళిపోయారు మన దగ్గర నుంచి. సో అక్కడ ముఖ్యంగా బందర్ యూనిట్లో మనకు మెయిన్గా మెకానికల్గా ప్రొడక్షన్ చేసేది. రమణమూర్తి గారికి బాగా తెలుసు ఆ యూనిట్ గురించి. తర్వాత ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ వింగ్ ఓపెన్ చేయాలని చెప్పున్న యాజమాన్యం వాళ్ళు ఆలోచించడం నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను. ముఖ్యంగా ఈ నైట్ విజన్ గాగుల్స్ అనేది అప్పుడు నెంబర్ 1 ప్రపంచ దేశాల్లో మనమే బాగా తయారు చేసేవాళ్ళం. దాన్ని ఫర్దర్గా నైట్ విజన్ డివైసెస్ని ఇంప్రూవ్ చేయాలని చెప్పి, ఇంకా ఫర్దర్గా ఆప్టిక్ ఇంప్రూవ్ చేయాలని చెప్పి సార్ని అక్కడ పోస్ట్ చేయడం డీజీఎంగా. రియల్గా అక్కడ టర్నింగ్ పాయింట్ మచిలీపట్నం యూనిట్కి దాదాపు 16 సంవత్సరాలు సార్ యొక్క కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్, మేజర్ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ చేయడం జరిగింది. తద్వారా ఏంటంటే మచిలీపట్నం యూనిట్లో 1000 కోట్లు కంటిన్యూస్గా వాళ్ళ యొక్క టర్న్ ఓవర్ చేసుకుంటూ రావడం అనేది జరిగింది. రియల్గా ఇది గమనార్థకం సార్. చాలా చాలా సంతోషం మాకంతా కూడా. అయితే ఇలాంటి ప్రతిభ గల వ్యక్తులు ఒక యూనిట్లో ఉంటే సరిపోదు, కార్పొరేట్ ఆలోచించారు, ఈయన మనం బెంగళూరు లాక్కెళ్ళాలి, అక్కడి నుంచి ఆయన కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ అన్ని యూనిట్స్లో ఉంటాయని చెప్పి సార్ని అక్కడి నుంచి సిటిఓ కింద ఆయనకి పదవి, అక్కడ కూడా ఆయన కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ బాగుంది. టోటల్ కొత్త డివైస్ కనుక్కోవడము, ప్లస్ కొత్త ఇంజనీర్స్ని పీడిఐసి వాళ్ళతో కలిసి పనిచేయడం, ఇవన్నీ కూడా డెవలప్ చేస్తూ తర్వాత ఇంకా 3 సంవత్సరాల తర్వాత మళ్ళీ సిఆర్ఎల్కి మూవ్ అవ్వడం జరిగింది. సిఆర్ఎల్ కూడా తెలుసు మీకు, బెంగళూరులో ఉంది అటాచ్డ్. అక్కడ దాదాపు 260 మంది ప్రతిభావంతమైన ఇంజనీర్ సైంటిస్టులు అందరూ గ్రూమ్ చేశారు. ఫ్యూచర్ వీళ్ళందరినీ కూడా వాళ్ళకి లైనప్ చేసి మీరు ఏ విధంగా వర్క్ చేయాలా, కొత్త ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ఎలా కనుక్కోవాలి, ఇవన్నిటి కూడా లైనప్ చేయడం చాలా బాగుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఒక ఆర్గనైజేషన్కి ప్రొడక్షన్ ఈజీగా చేసేయచ్చు, టెస్టింగ్ లాగేయచ్చు, కానీ R&D చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్, మనం అందరం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలా. ఎందుకంటే రాబోయే కాలంలో మనకు R&D, మన వాళ్ళు కొత్త పరికరాలు కనుక్కుంటేనే కదా మన ప్రొడక్షన్ చేసేది. నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్యూచర్ గురించి ఆలోచించారు, రాబోయే 5-10 సంవత్సరాలు ఏం రాబోతుంది యాంటిసిపేట్ చేయాలి. అలా మన దగ్గర ఇంజనీర్స్ చాలా బాగా పనిచేస్తున్నారు. వారందరినీ కూడా సమకూర్చుకొచ్చారు రాజశేఖర్ గారు. ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఇన్ని వేల కోట్లు ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ మనం 15,000 కోట్లు టర్న్ ఓవర్ చేస్తున్నాము. 50,000 కోట్ల ఆర్డర్ ఉందంటే ఏంటి, దాని వెనుక రాజశేఖర్ లాంటి పెద్ద వ్యక్తులు వాళ్ళ ఇంజనీర్స్ అందరూ కూడా హార్డ్ వర్క్ చేసేందుకు మనకు ఆర్డర్స్ వస్తుంది. డెఫినెట్గా మన యూనిట్లో కూడా R&D కూడా మనం డెవలప్ చేసాము, స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. చాలామంది ఇంజనీర్స్ కూడా వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు. వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా సార్ని స్ఫూర్తిగా తీసుకొని, సార్ చాలా సాఫ్ట్ స్పోకెన్ జెంటిల్మెన్, ఈ రోజు కూడా కోపం అవ్వలేదు సార్, చాలా సాఫ్ట్గా ఉంటారు. ఆయన పని అనేది పనితనంలో సార్ చూపించడం జరిగింది. రియల్గా చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉంది మనకు. సార్ మన హైదరాబాద్ నుంచి వెళ్ళి ఈ డైరెక్టర్ R&Dగా రిటైర్ అవుతున్నారు. 2020 సెప్టెంబర్ 1న ఆయనకు డైరెక్టర్ R&Dగా పోస్ట్ చేయడం జరిగింది. 2 years R&Dగా ఆయన మేజర్ కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేశారు. ముఖ్యంగా మీ అందరూ తెలుసు, కోవిడ్ పీరియడ్లో ఇందాక మన వక్తలు చెప్పినట్టు మన వెంటిలేటర్స్ మనం తయారు చేసి దాని వెనుక మెయిన్ పర్సన్ సారే కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేసి దాన్ని ఇన్ టైంలో మనం రికార్డుగా మనం దాన్ని సప్లై చేయడం జరిగింది. ఏదైనా బట్టి కూడా సార్ మీ యొక్క కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్స్ మన బెల్కి ఆన్ ది హోల్ రియల్గా గణనీయం సార్. డెఫినెట్గా మీరు వేసిన బాటల్లో ముఖ్యంగా మన ఇంజనీర్స్ నడుస్తారని చెప్పి నేను కోరుకుంటూ మీ యొక్క శేష జీవితము ఆరోగ్యంగా సంతోషంగా జరపాలని యూనియన్ తరఫు నుంచి ఇక్కడ విచేసిన అందరి తరఫు నుంచి కోరుకుంటూ నాకు ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చినందుకు ధన్యవాదాలు. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
Thank you, Soundaraj sir. I request Mr. M. Ramesh to share his experiences. He has worked directly with Sri Rajshekhar sir during his 4-year stint at Hyderabad. Please come.
Respected chief guest of today, Director R&D Sri M.V. Rajshekhar garu, Madam Jyoti Rajshekhar garu, dignitaries on dais, our General Manager K. Srinivas garu, In charge General Manager Nikhil Jain sir, BLEU President Mr. Soundaraj garu, senior officers, ladies and gentlemen. Today we gathered here to bid farewell to our beloved R&D Director Rajshekhar garu. Sir is from actually Bel-Hyderabad testing family. So on this occasion actually I am very much happy. I can say that I am sharing this dais because he is my one of the best boss and good mentor for me. Last 4 years when Sir is worked in testing department. So as such Sir is very soft spoken and ground to earth, and our Nikhil Jain sir says that lot of things are covered by Nikhil Jain sir. Really sir, it's a really worth sir. And coming to sir, joined in Bel-Ghaziabad in 1985 as a probation engineer, and in 2000 sir is moved to Hyderabad unit and headed Navy testing department. So that time all we are working in Ajanta department. Sir is headed to EW department, EW systems of Ajanta, Sankit and Parpai systems. So then Sir as a DGM transferred to Machilipatnam unit, and there Sir contribution towards the night vision goggles and supplied lot of huge quantity of night vision goggles to Indian Army. and Ministry Home Affairs and Indian Army. Coming to as such, our Ajanta experience I want to share to all youngsters. So in 1999, I met first sir in INS Kora. So myself, Prakash Rao Garu and Rajshekhar Garu and Chakravarti. So that's as a Ghaziabad display software person, sir came to Visakhapatnam. And there my first interaction with sir. I seen sir is such a very high technically, professionally talented, and within a short period we completed that INS Kora hats and sats. So then that is the thing. Then subsequently sir moved to here Hyderabad. Then afterwards, so with Rajshekhar Garu, we sailed a lot of ships for sea trials. So it's a very good experience for us, sir. And your guidance also very valuable, and that is continued, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So coming to this thing, already seniors have said a lot of things. So on behalf of BEOA, so I wish madam and sir, family, so happy, healthy post-retirement life. Thank you, sir.
Before I request our General Manager, Shri K. Srinivas sir, to share his experiences of working with Shri Rajshekhar sir, I just want to touch on 2 points. As people have told, that sir has come here to Hyderabad for 4 years after 2000. Prior to that, he was working on display systems at Ghaziabad. He was instrumental in providing the CTD. CTD is something like a interface for a central display in a ship, wherein all sensors will be sending the data on 1553 bus, wherein our Ajanta system also is supposed to send the data. So prior to coming to Hyderabad itself, from Ghaziabad, sir was contributing for the improvements of our Ajanta Mark I system. And people who have worked on Ajanta Mark I definitely appreciate that Mark II display has come from Ghaziabad, our own in-house design, which has replaced the Ajanta Mark I Tata LCD display with a less weight system, which has contributed for the overall good performance of Ajanta Mark II systems. Another point is, sir is visionary and he is able to pave the roadmap for the new technologies which are going to come in the immediate forthcoming. To that extent, he was instrumental in convincing the top management to have a CTO post for EW as well as photonics by surrendering the CTO optics. And he is successful, and we are happy that sir is instrumental in getting one of our colleagues as CTO, EW and Photonics, Vanshri Madam, who has joined Bangalore recently as CTO. So Hyderabad unit is many ways indebted to Sri Rajshekhar sir, our Director R&D. With these few words, I request our General Manager, Sri K. Srinivas sir, to come on to the dais.
Chief Guest of the function, Sri M. Rajshekhar Garu, Madam Jyoti Rajshekhar Garu, In charge General Manager Nikhil J, Union President Saudhar Raj, Officers Association Vice President Ramesh, my dear colleagues, good afternoon to all. I am really fortunate and very much privileged to work with Sir V. Rajshekhar sir, a person of great virtues, and I must say a sweetheart person. We don't rarely find a person like him. I'll try to attempt in covering some points about sir, which I think most of my earlier people have covered. In my own, as usual, I will cover my own experience. Right from Ajanta days till date, I've been interacting with sir. Sir has been guiding me. My first interaction was when sir came to Bel Hyderabad. He has taken up this Ajanta project. Though actually he was of background communication systems or the display, which Panala was mentioning, display side, the CTD interface and all. But sir has, with his grasping capability, he has immediately learned the EW technologies like RF microwave, antenna and all. And he has become the in charge for entire Ajanta system. And he has become the shipborne systems. He was looking after shipborne systems along with our earlier Commander V.B. Prasad sir. And there were a lot of issues actually, though Ajanta system was our first system, there were a lot of issues. By then, many years passed away and a lot of refurbishments were happening, obsolescence issues were there. So, and product support issues also were there, like we were getting calls, we need to send people, talk, a lot of other Sankey systems have come. So it was so far that time, it was a very calm situation was there, but because as we are growing and sending systems, we started sending system. I think by then, 15, 16 lower systems, so we started a lot of spares we are supplying. A lot of technical issues were there, obsolescence issue or technical issues. Sir, with his knowledge and mainly because of his very friendly, amicable nature, he used to mingle with all of us, with everybody, like that is his down-to-earth quality. He mingles and he used to resolve all the issues amicably, mainly keeping all the people happy. That is, it's a rare thing. I must say it's a rare thing because normally we leave it to whatever problem or like that, but sir goes down, mingles with all people. He resolved many issues, particularly interface issues. And he has gone on, like Ramesh was telling, a lot of ships sir has sailed. He has demonstrated the commitment and the hard work. Then actually he is I must say, he is a saint-like person with all very patient listener and calm, cool. And as Nikhil said, I have never seen him angry, really. And we have learned many things. In fact, with these qualities, with a always smiling face, that is also always there. So with that, he's actually demonstrated us how to handle some tough bosses actually. Even there also we had a lot of tough bosses, and he used to really take on a lot of accommodate, absorb a lot of top side pressures and make us very convenient and very comfortable with our works. Really we have to learn that quality. And apart from that, sir was always like a mentor. He was helping us, guiding us. Even till date, he has been supporting us. Either technical issue or general issue, he has been supporting us. I must say, even recent time, like after that, of course, sir has gone to various positions and really has made a great contribution to us, and he has brought our company to this position. But even as a director R&D, he was always well-wisher of us. He has been supporting. Like Samudrika meetings, actually, for apex level of meetings, because higher management person is required. So sir used to come and he used to take all the inputs, and he used to handle totally from his side. Like normally meetings used to happen in VC because of now COVID situation. So sir will be physically present with the DGCS madam and higher level. So he used to handle, and with such a toughest bosses, he used to handle, and he used to make us very comfortable and keep our bell position very high. Really, we are thankful, sir, for that. And apart from that, there are many files, R&D files, or all that, because sir is fond of in-house designs. He is very keen about indigenization. So he has whatever file like whether it is now the photonics or the, I think, quad superate lightweight for the future, any drone-based element or BLI, TR model, many programs like that. All that, without any hesitation, sir got it recommended. Apart from that, any file, because he is in the board and the management level, for any file, even if it is not connected, sir used to support us, intervene and help us. So we are really thankful for that, sir, all the support from management. You have been supporting from, even from there also, Hyderabad. And apart from what all my predecessors have told, there is one more important thing. Now, his intervention, actually because of only his intervention and interaction with the Secretary DR&D and the user and MOD, our Himashakti project, from almost nowhere position, it has come to confirmed order position. Actually, it is totally because of sir. And we are getting 2 SBUs now and will be progressing. And we will certainly assure, sir, we will make, get more orders also and we will execute. And we will work in that direction. Apart from that, sir is like in a short notice, sir is ready to help us. Like recent time when Chief of Material is visit, both our CMD and DOs were with fever, they were down. But with very short notice, within 2 hours time, sir has booked his ticket and he has come and he has supported us. And really we are thankful to you, sir. I think he has given the true picture to the mentor, actually. What are all this and many more, actually, what sir has done to other units and other many like indigenous products or in-house components or modules which were made from PDIC. And actually the almost Bangalore now totally depends on PDIC and CRL. That is only because of sir's contribution. Any model, any R&D, it is totally by them. Earlier it was D&D from the units only used to do. But sir has really established that PDIC and CRL. CRL is doing the core algorithms and modules, and PDIC has given almost product level shape. So that half of that, because of his experience with all these projects, half of that load has taken to them. Normally R&D is only a small item, but sir has ensured that product comes out of R&D. That's a really his vision and his implementation to that. And as everybody said, he is down to earth. He has demonstrated. Really, we need to learn, sir, all your qualities. And apart from this support part of it, not only Bel Hyderabad, we had this, many directors retired, even CMD was not there. So there was a lot of requirement there, support of directors and all. Sir has become right hand to our CMD, madam, and all wherever it is required, sir has accommodated. And because of that only, we have really achieved this, whatever 15,000 crore mark, or this current position of Bel is mainly because of support as a right hand sir has given to our CMD. You are really a role model for us, sir. And we really miss you, and we'll be missing your support. But we assure, sir, we certainly take imbibe whatever your direction shown and all the qualities, and we'll assure that whatever same trend will continue. And with this, I will conclude this, and on behalf of all of you, myself, I wish a happy, healthy, and active retired post-retired lives. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Srinivas sir, for sharing your experiences with the guest of honor today. Time has come for us to follow the tradition what Bharat Electronics Hyderabad has been providing as a tradition to our chief guest by performing exchange of rings. This is the Shashtipurti ceremony, which we are fortunate enough to have Madam Jyoti Rajshekar sir along with Rajshekar sir. May I request Srimati Shanti to accompany Jyoti Madam onto the dais. కూర్చోండి. I request Madam Shrikala to hand over bouquet to Madam Jyoti Rashekar sir. I request the couple to exchange garlands. Time has come to listen from the chief guest of the day, Shri Rashekar sir, for his wonderful and illustrious career of 37 years getting completed by this month end. So it's our pleasure to listen from sir.
So good afternoon to all of you. Respected General Manager, Bel-Hyderabad, K. Srinivas, General Manager, Land Systems, Nikhil Kumar Jain, Ramesh Garu, then Sundar, 60 years, very sweet. In fact, people say sweet 60, you made sweet 60. So I am very thankful for all the love and affection. So retirement is something which is little painful, but it is inevitable, in fact. And I now completed 37.5 years of journey in Bel. And to get separated from Bel, it's not easy, because we don't treat Bel as simply an employer to us. The kind of patriotism with our theme song that imbibes us, and the emotional attachment that we have. It's not that just because we are employed in Bel, we have worked so hard, or we have given everything what we have to Bel. It is something beyond that, that feeling of attachment to Bel that makes us proud, that makes us motivated, that inspires us. And that is the feeling with which we have been working for so many years for Bel. So getting alienated or separated one day is a little painful feeling, but the love and affection you people have shown, and the kind of warmth, farewell that you are giving, makes me very happy, and even that the pain of retirement becomes pleasureful. So it's a great feeling. So when I came to Hyderabad after years of struggle in Ghaziabad, because from the day we joined in Ghaziabad, we were thinking that when we can move to Hyderabad. So when I came to Hyderabad, I got a team, the Ajanta team, which is something beyond my imagination. Such a wonderful team, and I worked with that team for almost 4 years. Team which says that, sir, you can't sail in a ship, you sleep. And people who can claim the mast which is so high, and then work from morning to evening, and lunch also is not considered. And then in sailing also people claim the mast. So that kind of, I have seen the highest level of commitment. And working in Hyderabad has taught me that working here is completely different. You should be an all-rounder. We should know everything. We should know testing. We should know material management. There is nothing like there are no restrictions. There are no bars. We should be a very good all-rounder to be here. So I enjoyed the 4-year work, though it was very tough. But working with the team of that and working with people like Gautama sir, Commander Prasad sir, has taught us how to work in an organization like this. It was a wonderful experience. And this experience of mine, when I went to, say, from here to Machilipatnam as CTO, has really helped me in planning, because I have seen people of excellent caliber here. I understood how to work, how to make things happen, how the project management is done, how to interact with your technical collaborators, how to interact with your customers, customer inspectors. So it was a really wonderful lesson that I learned here, and the team with which I have worked continuously keeps talking to me, and that kind of team, I really never can forget that team. As I moved to Machilipatnam, from Machilipatnam I moved to as CTO EO&L to Bangalore. Then I understood in addition to electro-optics, the lasers was added to me. The lasers was another fascinating subject. So it gave me good insights into the operation of the technologies related to lasers. Subsequently, my tenure in PDIC, certainly what to do in PDIC was the first question everybody was asking. What is that PDIC should do? What is that CRL should do? What is that the D&Ds of the unit should do? This was one of the questions that time and again repeatedly was asked. I only said that probably we have to complement the D&Ds. D&Ds are there doing something. There are certain restrictions, limitations for the D&Ds, because they have to do not only the development, they have to go for trials, they have to do so many other things, production support. So something which D&Ds are not addressing, and that PDIC should address. With that basic presumption, a lot of new things had come from PDIC as well. PDIC was also a very talented team, and a lot of new things had come up, especially some very, very complex projects were taken up, IRST. We tried to make a millimetric wave imager also. The design was done, but unfortunately we could not solder the chip that was there. Otherwise we should have seen the millimetric wave imager also by this time. So after I became DR&D, I have very frequently visited Bel Hyderabad. One thing is because the fascinating people here, and the fascinating technology, fascinating products. I always benchmark myself with the Ajanta days, wide open systems. Then what is now today, they say homodynes are there, superheads are there, digital receivers are there. So the technology kept on changing. Suppose you play cricket for a year or so, you get so fascinated when you see cricket, you get so much interested, you want to see the cricket. Na? Like that, probably when you work in a particular unit for some time, you get fascinated, you develop a passion for that product, for that technology. So it was a kind of 4-year experience where I learned enough only to appreciate the kind of technologies that are being developed here. Not that I could develop those technologies, but definitely I have developed enough of that kind of enthusiasm to appreciate, understand this wonderful effort being made by all of you. So whenever I came here, I saw something new. I frequently visit almost, I think I visited during the last 2 years, in spite of COVID, more than 10 to 12 times. And each time I came here, I saw something new. So that was wonderful, like the D&Ds are supposed to absorb the technology, assimilate the technology, bring out new technologies from that, develop new variants of products. And if you try to see Bel Hyderabad, it is something that exactly it is done here. It is a role model, as I can see how technologies can be absorbed and developed and variants produced. The kind of, when I was here, probably the comment systems was just started. Today I can see that Bel Hyderabad has developed so many. The Sagar Mark III is a big comment system, and a lot of technologies there also have been developed. So when you see this kind of scenario where a lot of enthusiasm is there, a lot of learning is there, Bel Hyderabad is a learning organization, an organization which puts in so much of dedication, so much of effort, which I think very difficult to emulate for anybody. So when you see this kind of wonderful organization, probably the corporate felt that Bel Hyderabad has got enough potential to establish one more SPO. So towards that, the Ibrahimpatnam plant was given. The Ibrahimpatnam plant has shown about 17,000 crores of business potential in the next 5 years, which is again an immense business potential. So what we have seen is Navy is now flooding with orders. And then we have seen the Shaktis coming, the Nayans coming, maybe the Tusha, Sarang, Sarakshi, and then the other systems, I think some other is Sarvadhari. Sarvadhari is going to come. So many new products in naval side. The lightweight Varuna I have seen is something wonderful. In fact, if you look at Varuna and see that compact lightweight Varuna, the size has been brought out manifold, and technology has been, in fact, nicely, I should say, whatever BLI technology that was there, it has been nicely adopted to this kind of lightweight system. So I must say that it was a wonderful experience for me to be here, and a lot of new things are happening here. And one thing I would like to say that one thing is to look at ourselves and benchmark ourselves with, first of all, whatever best in Bel is there. First of all, we have to emulate that. And then we have to look at outside what is happening. So if you look at outside today, data patterns is coming up, the Astra is coming up. So if you look at the front ends, the Astra is there. And if you look at the signal processing, we have got the data pattern. So, of course, slowly they are also picking up the entire ecosystem. Recently, we have seen Unistring, a small company, could make the counter-drone EW system. We are seeing also the platforms now, the SPV, the Tatas, the Mahindras, the L&T, and these people are bringing up the platforms now. Once they bring the platforms, the sensors also they will try to get from themselves. So we have to understand how the ecosystem is changing now. We have to quickly adapt ourselves, see how best we can quickly face this challenge. As all of us know that when going gets tough, tough only will get going. So we have to certainly understand from the ecosystem what are the new technologies that we can offer to our customers, whether it is through DLRL or whether it is by ourselves, that we must quickly adopt to new technologies. Towards that, probably I'm very happy today. I laid the foundation stone for the ESM photonics. In fact, when Jacob sir was our advisor, he was advising that we should get into this field of ESM photonics. Subsequently, I asked CRL, they have downloaded some papers, Vijay Kumar was there, and in fact, the complete RF front end now today is replaced by the photonics front end, which is much compact in size, which has these advantages that we can now be able to, in fact, right now the technology what we have is in fact a tuner, laser tuner rather than RF tuner. But as I think the scheme has been visualized, now the photonics will give an instantaneous bandwidth of complete 40 gigahertz. So now whatever the technology change with higher sensitivity of minus 90 dBm, an instantaneous bandwidth of 40 gigahertz, something that it is a completely game changer. So we should, I think, quickly work with the CRL and probably with maybe the DOS Photonics and see how this technology can quickly come to Bell. Similarly, on the jammer side, the TR module approach, actually the MMIC is one thing that very difficult to get at 5.5 to 18 gigahertz. This PDIC has taken up this development. So I request that Bell Hyderabad should closely follow up with PDIC and see that this MMIC is developed as per the timelines, and the MMIC chip can be used in the TR modules for the jammers. Even the photonics can be there as a true time delay concept in the jammers as well. Today we are using say 5.5 gigahertz to 18 gigahertz, giving a delay of constant delay is very, very difficult even with MMICs today. The digital attenuator, digital phase shifter, it is at one particular frequency, it is okay, but if you try to do it at across 5.5 to 18 gigahertz, this phase shift will not be consistent, and so your beam will be shifting. So obviously we have to look at the true time delay concept, and probably photonics can be used as a true time delay concept, so that instead of depending on the phase, the time delay can be introduced so that we get accurate pointing beam, so that the jamming can be better. And of course we have to also study the various jamming techniques today. So those jamming techniques we should understand how to jam, though albeit we are today doing the jamming with the help of DLR, but maybe the DRFM technique we must master, so that this technology can be used for jamming the ASR radars as well, because in future all the ships will be equipped with ASR radars. It's not that they're all Mark II, all Mark III, these are going to be slowly phased out. And we have seen the MF Star now coming up, and now the LRD has also developed a VLSR SAM, that radar is also an SR radar. So Bell Hyderabad must look at how to jam the SR radars. So this is another important thing, because tomorrow the concept that we have developed might be good enough for the fire control radars, which are continuously looking at us, but when you come to the radars which like SR radars or for this matter scanning type of radars, how good is this technique that we need to see. So the technology is changing, the competition is changing. So like EW systems, the main thing is to pick up the radar before it picks up, so that we have got the range advantage. Similarly, in the competitive field, we have to pick up something which our competitors, before our competitors pick up, that we call competitive edge. So we must have that competitive edge, both in technology, price, delivery, and then the quality. These things we must remember. Otherwise, you see ACOM repeatedly says that yes, we have got the alternatives today. The Navy is supporting Bell. Similarly, the Army, you see again, there are many foreign players are there who are offering the technology. So I request all of you that we should concentrate on what is happening elsewhere, and we should browse the net to understand what is happening elsewhere, attend the symposium to see what kind of new technologies that are coming up, and also visit the foreign companies, have a tie-up with them. It's not that everything we can make. We have to first of all tie up, because we should have the first strike. So it's not that we see today and take 10 years, 5 years to develop that, and then go to the customer. By the time somebody else will use this technology, offer a solution, obviously we will be behind them. So no doubt indigenization, Atmanirbhar Bharat is the key word or the buzzword today, but at the same time we should also look at the technologies that are developed outside, use them, and slowly, again, as we have done in the case of DLRL, we should be able to adopt them for the future products. So I thank all of you. It has been a wonderful journey for me in Bel, and probably yes, many things as I see could have been done, but probably the time period I have as director was short, 2 years, though I had a good guidance from Gautama sir, and then our Jacob sir as our advisor, then many other people, Bagdalkar sir. So under their guidance, we have certainly tried to establish a technology committee. That technology committee has gone into the various technologies required for not only EW but also other fields. And then we have listed all those technologies. Today I am continuously following up all those technologies, who is developing what, and trying to ask the various R&D centers in Bel. So unless Bel has got immense talent, but probably we are distributed. This is the problem for us. We are distributed, the R&D centers are distributed, the talent is distributed. Leveraging this talent, we are actually organized for business, taking the technology from somewhere and then make products out of the technology. That is where we are organized. But the organization for R&D, now we cannot change this organizational structure. So the only way today is, today distances don't matter. So we have to keep working with the other R&D centers very closely, visit them, understand them, so that you have to give them some work, because you see, we cannot increase the manpower at PDIC also, at DNDs also, at CRL also continuously. So we should come out with a scheme where some part of work is done by one R&D center, some part of work is done by other R&D center. So we should distribute, like we say that blockchain is a distributed ledger, or R&D also should become a distributed ledger. The technology should be divided. That's what the technology roadmap, when we made, we have indicated who should do this technology, so that everybody knows what others are doing, what they are supposed to do. So this only will basically give the idea and the ability to leverage the centers, and also put align our technology development efforts. So thank you all. I think I am very thankful to you for giving me this grand farewell, and I thank again K. Srinivas and Nikhil, Ramesh and Subraj for giving a kind of probably details about me that though they are not very true in the sense, I don't say true, but they are, as your retirement is something that filters out the worst part of you and projects the best part of you. So that is the charm of retirement. So I'm very thankful to all of you, and thank you. Bye. Goodbye.
Now time has come for Mr. Sri Madhumurthy to come onto the dais and thank all the people behind this function planning and making it a success. So I request Mr. Madhumurthy to come onto the dais.
Thank you, sir. Distinguished chief guest of today's function, Director R&D, Sri M.V. Rajshekhar sir, Madam Srimati Jyoti Rajshekhar, GM Naval Systems, Sri K. Srinivas sir, In-charge GM Land-Based System, Nikhil Kumar Jain sir, President BLEU, Vice President BUOA, senior colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to all of you. We all have gathered here to bid farewell to our very eminent and distinguished personality, who is a true technocrat, that is our Director R&D sir, who is superannuating on 31st of this month. So it is my privilege to propose vote of thanks on this occasion, sir. So on behalf of Bel Hyderabad, I wish sir a very happy, healthy, active post-retirement life. I also pray the Almighty to bestow Sir and his family with peace, prosperity, and happiness always. Today, as he bids goodbye to Bel, he leaves on us the responsibility of sustaining the tradition and standards set by him and the responsibility of taking the company to greater heights. Sir, we have noted all your suggestions and we are all committed here to achieve the goals set by you, sir. Sir, we assure you that we will fulfill your dream of making Bel Hyderabad a global leader in the EW market in the coming years, sir. So on behalf of Bel fraternity and especially the R&D fraternity, I thank Director Sir and Madam for consenting to our request to visit Bel Hyderabad despite their busy schedules. I thank the participants and all the speakers for sharing their valuable thoughts on this occasion. I thank GM Sir and in-charge GM Sir for guiding us in planning and conducting this event very successfully. My special thanks to all the divisions of Bel Hyderabad for their best efforts that were put in to make this event a grand success. Thank you one and all. Thank you, sir.
The success of any person at his career or in office comes definitely with immense support from his home. To that extent, we are fortunate to have Jyoti Rajshekhar sir here, who has supported sir in all his office endeavors, and I am fortunate to share that they have been blessed with a son and daughter who have completed their education, and sir has decided to settle in Bangalore. So on behalf of Bel-Director-R&D Hyderabad, we wish Rajshekhar sir, Jyoti madam to have a wonderful post-retirement life, and sir can start his second innings. And I am sure with his aptitude to maintain form in current affairs and technologies, he'll be definitely of immense help to Bel Hyderabad, and he'll be our advisor for the coming few more years. With all this, I wish sir a very good and post-active retirement life after Bel. Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir. With this, we have come to the conclusion of this farewell function. So I request all my colleagues to stand up and wait till the chief guest and madam proceeds towards the GM corridor. Thank you, one and all. We'll depart.